snowing?
My husband said it's like the Adam and Eve making him eat gas.
Oh yeah, that's
You're bringing it out.
yeah.
That's funny. Well, I'll talk about it after. Okay, we're on, and I think it is time. All right, so because it is the equinox and it's a specialty class, we won't be doing this. So we will always be doing our magnificence meditation and our fists of ink. Well, actually we're doing that today too, but our set ones will be on every normal day. But if it's a specialty class, then usually I don't got time for that.
You got that.
So you do it at home if you want to get it in. I don't know if you've been doing it, but yeah. So that's kind of the thought. Is every spring I'll do the apple meditation, and there's we can also do like, so what she prescribed last spring, and it's kind of like every spring we usually do like a spring cleaning like of the body, and usually before equinox we'll do like a watermelon cleanse as well. I think I mentioned that before, just to kind of feel light and to let everything kind of catch up, and it's like from the sluggish winter. So with the apple meditation, if you want to do it, you would do this like when you break your fast, so at breakfast, or if you're going to do intermittent fasting, you would do this at like, 10, 12, whatever. I know that it's not possible for everybody. So you would just do this before you eat anything else.
Okay.
Right. And so like what I'm going to do is until noon, like I'll do the apple. So it won't be like your first meditation in the morning. It should just be like your meditation before you eat. So it could be separate from your sadhana or whatever, if you do anything in the morning. But so what we've done in the past is you do this and you don't kind of break your fast until noon or for whatever time is best for you. And then all until then you would just drink things like water, yogi tea, like just liquids or light things that are green, like kind of like a really gentle cleanse, because you're just cleansing until noon and then the rest of the day is normal, right? And then you don't, but try to eat light or whatever, but just to kind of notice the value of intermittent fasting, right? So we're still eating every day, we're still doing those things, but we're just having a nice break on our system. But with the apple, it has like a specific energetic quality. So when we put the prayer into the apple and then we digest it, just the way that it digests in our system is different. It's just like a very clean way, and it has kind of a specific energy that can hold like the energetic properties that you put into it. So yes, I guess it's kind of witchy in that sense, right? Because you're like putting stuff into it and then you're eating it.
She's like, no, the apple has special like cellular qualities. I'm like, oh, okay, like I didn't know that, but now I do. Because I thought it could just be any fruit. She's like, no, it has to either be an apple or a banana if you don't have
banana is like a secondary one. And then we'll do like, there's the other kind, like when we do the watermelon cleanse or the melon cleanse, you can only do a pear because of the way that, and you could research pears because I'll talk about how it like digests in your system and how cleansing it is for certain parts of the body. So certain times of the year, that's why we also do different cleanses at certain times of the year, because it affects different organs that are appropriate for that specific. Like right now, it would be really probably good to do like a liver cleanse or like a gut cleanse, because wintertime we're eating heavy things, right? But we're eating heavier things, we're not doing as much, and we naturally shouldn't, because it's winter. It's like you have to go into the natural seasons of like hibernation, eating things that are like heavy, root vegetables, starchy, things like that, stews and soups. And now that we're getting into spring, it's like we should be eating lighter, but sometimes we need to like kind of get that sluggish energy out, not just the food, but just that kind of mind frame even as well. And so when we eat lighter, lots of times we feel lighter too, and meditation is better. That's why usually in sadhana too, the reason we do sadhana is because you're waking up before anybody else, right? Like nobody gets up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Like nobody's doing that and meditating. So you're kind of getting up before anybody else. Some people get up as early as 3 a.m. and you're meditating. And so the thought is like today, because it's a high energetic day, but in the mornings, it's like, it's a high energetic day because you're having access to energy, because all of these people are sleeping and not using it, right? There's just all of It's like you can kind of feel it. Like you can feel that nobody's awake. You could feel the stillness in the air. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. There was a point when I can't remember. Was it the morning? Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, well.
Cleansing different parts of the body and it's bringing you lighter.
Oh, and that's why we meditate too in the mornings, like before we eat things, because we are lighter. We're kind of have more resources to us because our body isn't busy like digesting food, right? Like because our body is busy when it's doing those things, and that's why you're not supposed to eat before meditation or even before yoga, because one usually feels sick if you do that. But also if you're metabolizing things, your body's really busy, right? It's busy having to break down that food and digest it, and it's doing other things. And if you have nothing going on, then your body can like almost 100% either focus on healing, because that's what we do when we sleep, or and if we're not eating, right? So that's why you aren't supposed to eat before bed, because then your body gets to like just do what it's like, rest and heal what it's supposed to do. Otherwise it's metabolizing. Right? But so when we wake up and we have nothing in our system, then we can meditate, and usually it's easier. Like it feels easier. So not only you can tell that it's more useful, and it feels more useful almost because it's easier on our bodies, right? Because we're trying to like get a lot of stuff done. We're trying to like mentally do all this heavy work, especially because our subconscious dumps in the morning. So we're trying to do all of this heavy work so that like the rest of our day can be just a little better. Yeah. I feel like if I don't, it's like you just got to do it right away.
That's the tone.
It does. You got to just do it right away. And it took me like years to commit to like, like, especially when the kids are little or you're working or whatever, you're like, I am not getting up to do meditation before I have to go to work or before the kids get, like, I was like, there's no fucking way. And then once I committed, I was like, there's no really other way to do it. But then, or maybe at night, right? Because at night's the other best time when.
I just am worried I'm going to wake everybody up.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes.
Do it.
It's funny because when Jack comes into town, I'll do my meditations and I'll do this and I'll do it silently.
I will go out on the deck and do it. I don't care if it's dark out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then no one else is around.
Right.
I won't be waking anybody else up.
Right. So for the first couple of days, I'll do it silently and I'll just do it in my brain. I'll make sure my tongue moves. I'll make sure my navel moves. Mm-hmm. But like tomorrow, I'm like, okay, you've had your 3 days. It's back to like loud noise.
Yeah.
So he can sleep through it. I think he can just turn over and.
Right.
I don't get up that early when he's home.
Okay, so the one we did last week.
Yes.
This?
Yes.
That's the one you do in the morning?
Well, you can choose what you want to do for sadhana. So sadhana is like you would pick a set amount of exercises to do, and it's something that you try to commit to every morning. So the nice thing is you can make it really short. Like you just do a cat cow and be on your way, right? It's all about, and lots of times I used to do like, this is my set. And then this is my set if I have more time. Like these are my non-negotiables. I want to get this, and this done. And then if I feel like I have more time, then I'll add on this, and this. So you'll find kind of something that works for you, something that you feel you need, something that you want to commit to for a long period of time. And then you'll do it. You'll try to commit to it for 40 days. It's usually the minimum. So that's how you'll notice change, right? That's how we change our habits. It's usually 40 days. You'll pick a cat cow is really a really good one. Addiction meditation is a really good one. Fits of anger is a really good one. I would recommend even like just the Sata Nama, because that's like a seed meditation. It's like one of the kind of best ones that you could do. And then this one, Gyan Chakra. Oh, I'm so excited. It is like it's a wonderful meditation. So we'll get started and I'll write about it later, and we'll get kind of like our work done. Okay. So we'll hands together. Now let's press them at the center of the chest. I'm just going to pause the music and we're going to take a nice inhale and exhale and inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Gurudev Namo. Inhale, pull in the rectum, sex organs, navel up and in, squeeze the spine, squeeze the hands together, sit up as tall as you can. Inner eye gaze is at the third eye or the brow point, and we're holding that breath. And then we're going to exhale. Inhale. Angure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Sri Gurudev name. Angure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Sri Gurudev name. Angure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Sri Gurudev name. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so we are going to do fist of anger. And I have my timer. So our hands are on, the thumbs are on the pinky mound, and then we close over the fist. And it's just like doing the backstroke. It's out through the mouth, in and out through the mouth. On your mark, get set, go. Inhale, interlace the fingers, bring them up. And exhale. Inhale, stretch the spine, stretch the arms. Imagine that white light all the way around you. You're cleaning that auric field, the energetic body, clean and bright and white. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Keeping the fingers wide, exhale, hands come down. All right, let's get straight into addiction meditation. So the thumbs are in the temples, fingers are in the pads of the hands, elbows are kind of wherever. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Inner eye gaze is at the brow, and you're going to start right now. Sa, ta, na, ma, meditating on that sound current internally, picturing it in your mind, squeezing the molars, back molars, every time you say sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep that inner point at the third eye or the brow point. Breath is normal, eyes are closed. Inhale, hold the breath, set the energy of how you'd like to be. See yourself and exhale. All right. Okay. Gyan chakra meditation. So this is our kind of life-changing meditation. So Gyan chakra kriya, So it is a Kriya, which means it's going to work on all parts of the body. So Gyan chakra, which means the thumb and the first finger. And what's going to happen is you're going to kind of go like this. So you're activating the arc line. So we have an arc line from nipple to nipple for women. And then we have this like halo, just kind of like what you'd see in like, you know, religious texts or whatever, right? They have this halo and it's like, we can also have that, right? If we can energetically produce that. Do you have a thing to sit on if you need? A cushion? Do you want a cushion?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
But if I do, I'll get.
Okay. All right. Because we're going to be sitting for a while. So what it's going to do is it's going to look like this. And the mantra is Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. So you're trying to come, like near the nipple line, so not below. So around the heart line and then around the ears.
So like this, Commander, only more
Around it, yes, more graceful,
Okay.
and more like rounded.
Okay.
So think kind of like ear and think of breast.
Okay.
You're not going any lower than the breast, and you're always keeping hands in Gyan Mudra. And yes, it's much prettier. It's much prettier. So I'm gonna get you guys to start it, and I'll kind of read while we're doing it because it is 11 minutes. So. And of course, remember, so we're always just doing the best we can. And if for some reason the arms are too much, right? And the reason a lot of this stuff is in our arms is because we store a lot of things in our arms. And so that's why we're trying to work that stuff out. But if you cannot do this and you need to sit, that's fine. Keep the hands in Gyan Mudra and keep the chanting. Okay, like keep the meditative quality, and then we'll kind of carry whoever needs a break. I gotta change this one. All right, so I'll start with you guys and then I'll kind of read what he says. And eyes are closed. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. So keep going. It's called Gyan Chakra Kriya. In the science of yoga, it is the most sacred Kriya of the yogis, who can produce miracles. The mantra is the Adi mantra, the Tresha Guru mantra of Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So I'm just explaining the contracts of it. You can enjoy it, feel good about me when you become prosperous and rich. This meditation's primary effect is that it brightens your halo. It builds the aura to bring in prosperity. It activates the arc line, which taps the knowledge from the aura to the akasha. This will get for you all that you will need in the planet and what your longitude and latitude. You will have the altitude, the attitude of prosperity. You will have the height. It will give you height, and you will see better. You can see bigger. You can think bigger. You can think best. All will come to you. It also helps with the heart, the joints. It increases your intuition. As a personal practice, do it regularly for 120 days. Start with 11 minutes. Do it 40 days. If it changes you, you will feel better. Do it twice a day for 40 days. If you see thou, wow, go ahead and do it. And I'll read more later. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. 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 Satanam, 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 Vaheguru, Vaheguru, 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 Satnam, Satnam, 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 Vaheguru, Satnam, Satnam, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru, Satnam, Satnam, Vaheguru. Okay, go as fast as you can for the last 10 seconds. Inhale, stretch up as tall as you can. Hold the breath, stretch, reach the fingers, stretch, 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 stretch. Hold the breath, every muscle fiber, hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath, stretch taller than before, as tall as you can. And exhale. Inhale, stretch. Last time. Hold the breath. Pull in the Mula Bandha. Hopefully you were before, but pull it in, stretch everything, squeeze it all, lift, get that height. And then you're going to turn to your left and your right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Back to center. And exhale. And lower those hands. All right.
Right instead of left, right, left.
All right. So you guys can close your eyes and have a little bit of break, and I will read the rest of what he had to say. I did want to reread. The primary effect is that it brightens your halo, builds the aura to bring prosperity, and activates the arc line. So 3 major things, which taps the knowledge from the aura and the akasha. It will get you your longitude and latitude. It'll get you the attitude of prosperity. It'll get you the height. You will see better. You will see bigger. You will think bigger. You will be the best. All will come to you. And that's the biggest thing. It's things coming to you. Let me explain it to you in a scientific manner. The nuclei of all the cell in the unit, which is 30 trillion in you, is cross radiation and remittance to each other. They have a relationship. That relationship of attracting for you the faculty and facility is the power of your arc line, which is from earlobe to earlobe. Women have one from the side of the breast to the other. Men do not have that. This is your real power. This will get you all that you need in the planet and what your longitude and latitude. You will have attitude and altitude. You will have height. This, okay, if you do this for 40 days, and then for another 40 days, and then for another 40 days, something like that, you will find out for yourself that you know more than you know, because this is the arc right here, the halo. You must have seen it in paintings. This is Yogi Bhajan talking. This is the seal of knowledge, the Gyan Mudra. This is Jupiter. This is the ego. This is how the angles go. Just simple. It's the capacity of your psyche. 01. You will be surprised to see it will become 2, 8, 9, 10, 1.2. You will be so enriched, you will find yourself different. 120 days, your life will become different. It is amazing. People had the capacity to change their life from pauper to prince, and they still do it. They have found a secret. They have found a secret to enlarge their halo, so the brightness can attract all of the opportunities, and they can have prosperity. One who rotates the earth, this earth of yours, one who rotates it in 24 hours shall take care of your routine, whoever it is. You believe it or not. If your psyche and your halo is there, this exercise shall give you your halo as it should be. More you do it, more fast you will be. You. Opportunities will come to you. You don't have to chase after them. Am I clear? You always just talk very matter-of-factly. So the way I said it was not so much as. Okay, cat cow for 5 minutes. So if you can up your game from 3 to 5 from now till summer solstice, it's just gonna give you more. On your mark. I'm gonna change the song. On your mark, get set, go. I'm gonna change it to this song. Remember to take your time, set your own speed.
Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Inner eye gaze is at the third eye. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, look up. Stretch the throat, stretch the thyroid. Open and close the mouth. Exhale, round the spine. And then sit on your heels, bring your forehead to the mat. Let all kind of that energy or that blood flow to the face, to the forehead. Palms together. All right, we're gonna come up and we're gonna come into Cobra pose. Really easy, really nice. So you're just gonna lay on your belly, legs are either together or hip distance apart. So if you have any kind of lower back discomfort, they'll be hip distance apart. And you're just gonna come, you can come up in kind of more like a sphinx where the elbows are on the mat, or you can kind of come into more of a full cobra, but we're gonna be here for a little bit. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable lifting from the heart and then just breathing.
How long is it?
Not that long.
Just checking to see what it is. Yeah.
Well, you can always go back down if you feel like it's too much.
Let's come up. We're going to come into a plank position. So you're going to bring your forearms onto the mat and bring fists. You're either going to have yourself on your knees behind your hips, or you're just going to come into your full plank. And we're going to do. So the nice thing with plank is that we want to remember to use the whole body, that everything's kind of squeezing in towards the midline. Even if your thighs are hip distance apart, you're still squeezing everything kind of in that imaginary line, everything in towards the spine. Every exhale, you want to think about getting tighter, kind of moving out of the shoulders. Everything is working, and every breath, you're getting a little tighter on the exhale. If you need to kind of help your brain out, you can move your heels back and forth, and that'll kind of trick yourself into thinking it's not very hard. Just breathe. Drop your knees if you need to. 10 more seconds. All right, you're gonna come down, and then you're gonna come on to your back. Now, if you can, you're gonna come, your feet are here, and you're going to lay all the way back if you can, or you're gonna find somewhere. So it could be here, right? Or it could be here, or it could be here. If you can get all the way to the ground, the arms are up. Okay. And then you're going to do a slow breath of fire, and you're gonna pump the navel. But we're not trying to go like as hard as we can go. We're just pumping kind of at a nice pace. That's totally fine. You can even just sit like this too and kind of come back and then just pump the navel as you breathe. Okay. You still do breath of fire, yeah. Right. You're breathing and pumping the navel, so it's kind of. But it's a gentle breath, not hard. All right, bring the hands overhead and just take a couple of nice deep breaths. All right, you're gonna take your time and kind of try to bring yourself up in a graceful way. Hobbling over. Okay, so we're gonna do our kind of apple meditation, and we do this anytime. It's a really good one to do if we're wanting something in our life, right? So we know that when it's spring, we always, or some people always, it's good to like set intentions, or like, we go with the natural cycle. So it's like planting the seed and allowing it to germinate. And so this is a good way to, one, put our prayer or put our kind of thoughts into the apple, so that it kind of is a double dose. We get to play and imagine, and kind of, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard of scripting, but scripting is where, like if you think of where like a spell came from, we are on witchy notes today, but when you write something, it implants in your brain in a totally different way. And that's kind of where that came from. So when you write something down, it's kind of like it sticks. And so it's more likely to happen. It's like when you write a grocery list, or for me anyways, when you write a grocery list,
if I at least write it down, I have a better chance of getting almost everything, even if I forget my list. But if I don't write it down, I don't have anything. If I have it on my phone, it doesn't. Handwriting does this brain. So when we do scripting, scripting is something where you write something like it's already happening. And so it's something that you use in the kind of the spiritual world, I guess, or realm. And it's very effective for some people. So they'll script about, their kids' health, or they'll script about what they want. And you keep daily writing what you want to happen as it's already happening. And that's kind of what we're doing with this apple, is we're meditating and we're kind of like relishing in all these things that we want to happen. And it's like so fun. And we're putting it in the apple and eating. And if we do it every day and we keep like fine tuning and keep finding joy in those things, then those things will kind of start happening. It's like when you buy a new car, you always see that new car, right? It's like you get it and then you see more of what you either already have, or more, it just keeps multiplying. And so that's kind of like the way I see it anyways, because scripting is this great way, using your imagination is a great way. There's been times where we've had challenges where instead of scripting or instead of meditating, you would talk it, right? You would journal through mouth. And so that's another powerful thing, when you say something out loud and kind of send it out, either to get it out and to kind of bat it away, or to bring it into fruition, right? So that the idea that we're so much more powerful than we think, that our minds are so much more powerful, if we already think those things are going to happen, then lots of the time they will, because if we doubt it, then, and we're looking for the bad in it, then more chances are not those bad things are going to happen. Not because we're like totally magic and da-da-da, but because that's what we're looking for, right? It's what you look for is usually what you end up seeing. And so we're gonna have fun with this one. So I played the Guru Ramdas song 2 times. Okay, so it's gonna go twice. The first time we're doing it is left hand, right hand is on top like this. And we're kind of, right, we're using the third eye, but we're projecting from the heart into the apple. So it's like a metabolic prayer. And so we're just giving ourselves deep healing, allowing ourselves to like this whole kind of, especially that cat-cow of 5 minutes. Anytime you do something with the spinal column, even though it's good for the physical body and the endocrine system, it's really keeps you youthful. But like all of our nerve endings and like the spinal column is through the spine, right? So just by doing cat-cow alone, you're strengthening the nervous system. And the whole thing with prosperity and doing this is like having a strong enough nervous system in order to receive. So we're wanting to receive, but we want to make sure that we're, if we can keep the nervous system strong, then our ability is just that much more. And that's why the longer meditation is more important. So we do it 2 times. So let's just do it. Let's do it. Okay. All right. So eyes are closed. Arms are long in front. Almost imagine like there's a screen on your forehead where your third eye is. And imagine all of those things that you hope and dream for. Things that you would think if success was guaranteed. There was no room for failure. Try to keep the arms straight as you can. No bending.
Keep the focus, keep imagining, bring the hands, bend the elbows and bring the hands in front of the navel point or the solar plexus, so just below the navel. Keep the imagining strong, feel it, have it be crystal clear. Guru Ramdas is the creator of miracles, so if you were, imagine you were granted any miracle you wanted. And know that miracles happen every day. Open to receive. Prosperity is a receptive quality. In order to be prosperous, we need to be really willing to receive, to be open. Take a big inhale. And exhale. And then trying to stay in that space. You're going to reverently eat your apple at this magical fruit. And then I'm going to play along time some. No, we're not finishing it. We're just gonna listen. All right, we're gonna break this up now. And then we'll finish with, let's do 3 today. We're gonna do 3 satnams. So we're rubbing the hands together. The spine is nice and tall. We're gently pressing the hands at the center of the chest, right? So this is important, keeping the arms kind of parallel to the mat. Take a nice big inhale. And a nice exhale. Take a breath first. Let's get ready. Inhale. Back to your apple.